Welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. My name is Prabhat, founder at Online Seller UK, and today I've got a really interesting topic, which is AI and ChatGPT and so on. I'm joined by Britton from Perci. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Prabhat. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Excellent. So let's start with the introduction, and then we can take it from there.
Yeah. My name is Britton. I am the creator of Perci, an AI tool for Amazon sellers. By way of introduction, my background is in copywriting, which is how I got into the Amazon world myself. I used to be a professional copywriter for 8 years, and I used to come home from work and write listings on nights and weekends. So for a couple of years, I would come home and have 10 or 15 listings waiting for me. And after a while, I thought there's got to be an easier way to do this. This takes so much time. So I taught myself to code. I taught myself AI. This is about 4 or 5 years ago now, and started building a tool to help people write listings. And so here we are.
Excellent. So we have obviously a lot of discussion going on with ChatGPT, and there's a lot of hype about it. So give us some understanding about Perci and how the ChatGPT work and in AI in general.
Oh, it's a great question. It's a big topic.
It is.
Maybe I'll start from the beginning. So there might be some people out there who don't know much about AI or ChatGPT. AI has been making leaps and bounds in the last 5 or 10 years, particularly the last 2 or 3 years. And AI writing in particular is a big one. And what that really means is they've been creating models that can write really beautiful words. They can complete thoughts that you have. And the latest, greatest version of this is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT came out a couple of months ago, and it's a chatbot. It's just you can type any question into it and you can have a conversation. And you can ask ChatGPT to do just about anything. Give me some ideas for breakfast recipes. Give me a business strategy for a startup in biotech. Write me a birthday poem for myself, something like that. And what's amazing about it, it's an amazing tool. What's really amazing is that it can do almost anything that you ask it to. And so for our purposes, we're selling on Amazon. We could ask it for new product ideas, for bundles. We could ask it to draft up paragraphs to a manufacturer that we want to start a contract with. It can do all kinds of things, and it can often do it pretty well. One of the things that sellers need to do a lot is write listings. So listing writing is a huge part of being an Amazon seller. In addition to sourcing products and dealing with logistics and setting up Amazon account management and dealing with customer service, you also need to do your SEO research and write optimized listings that obey all the Amazon rules and restrictions. And it's a really tricky job. There's a lot of complications and nuance to it, and writing a great listing can be the difference between selling a lot and not selling at all. So some folks have tried ChatGPT to help them write Amazon listings, and it can help. It can give you a good start. If you don't have any idea what to write, ChatGPT can get you started. Where Perci comes into it is ChatGPT is not really built for Amazon. It doesn't know what Amazon's rules are or restrictions. It doesn't know how to optimize the keywords that you have in the right way for Amazon listings. And so what Perci does is goes beyond ChatGPT to make a specialized solution to create optimized Amazon listings for your product.
Okay, that's really clear understanding. Thanks for explaining that to us. And also it's good to understand that ChatGPT is not full-fledged system. And when you bring in Perci itself, it's interesting that what you were saying about it understand the Amazon rules and gives you the right copy. So I think it may be good for you to demo us how actually Perci works. So if you could do that. That'd be really helpful.
I'll share my screen. I'll try and describe things as we go. So anyone who's just listening but not watching, do you have any watchers, or is everyone here listening, Prabhat?
It's both.
Okay,
Yeah. So
so
we'll
I'll
have
try and
we'll have YouTube plus we'll have podcast separately.
okay, great. So I'll just do a really quick demo. Prabhat, what's a product you can think of off the top of your head?
Good question. Gift for Mother's Day, something around that
A
lines.
Mother's Day gift, maybe
Yeah.
maybe some perfume.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Good
we'll
idea.
call it Mother's Day perfume. Mother's Day perfume. So I'll just type the name Mother's Day perfume. That's the name of the product.
Yeah.
And then I'll just give Percy a couple of details about this product, Mother's Day perfume.
Sure.
So, excuse me. So this might be rose scented perfume. Maybe maybe it's a special pack of
Okay.
two.
Okay.
Excuse me, Prabhat.
It's all right.
I've got
It's
a
all right.
cold. You might need to edit out some of these coughs. Maybe there's special gift wrapping included. Give me one more detail.
Um, something to do with design of the bottle, if you can,
That's a great one. Okay, we'll
or gift,
we'll
or better packaging or something like that.
flower design
Yeah.
packaging.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, we can put a lot more details in here, but
Of
this will
course.
be enough for us to get an idea.
Sure.
Um, there are many knobs and options that we can play with to shape the way we want our listing, but the most important one here is our SEO keywords. So
Sure.
I'll just I'll type in some keywords here. Rose perfume, perfume for mothers, women's fragrance, um, mom gift, um, scented gifts. I'll try and think of a couple of others. Um, uh, Mother's accessories, um, bath bath gifts, maybe something like that. Um, so we've got a couple of keywords that we're going to optimize into our listing.
Yeah.
And just as a way of a demo, I'll hit generate here and you'll see what happens. What's happening in the background here is Percy is taking the information that we've given it, Mother's Day perfume and some of these details, and it just forms an idea of what this product is.
Mhm.
And then it uses that idea to write all the pieces of your listing. So you see here we've got our title, we've got 5 bullet ideas. So Percy will come up with the 5 things that we should call out in our product.
Sure.
We'll then write those all out to Amazon specs. And then there's a description down here as well with headings and paragraphs and the P tags to make them format correctly.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we've got some benefit points down here as well. And you can see here some of these green phrases here.
Yeah. I see
Scented
that.
gifts, mom gift, bath gifts. So Percy will optimize all of these into the listing for you.
Okay. So is that the highly searched keywords related to this product? That's why it's
Yes, so Percy doesn't do keyword research on its own. The idea
okay.
is that you've got your keyword research done. You've gone on to Helium 10 or Jungle Scout or something like that.
Yeah.
You've figured out the most important keywords for your product,
Sure.
and Percy will optimize those in order, top to bottom. So
Excellent.
it will work them into your title, into your bullets in the right order. So for
Yeah.
instance, rose perfume is our top keyword, and that is the very first part of our title. That's prime real estate right there.
Yeah.
So that's what even something like ChatGPT, if you ask it to optimize a bunch of bullets for you, it
Yeah.
doesn't know what you put in your title, and it doesn't know what you're putting in your description below that. So having a whole solution for your entire listing really gives you a better end result.
Okay, excellent. So, so I see in the English part, does it translate as well?
It won't translate an existing listing, but it can write in any language in the
Okay,
Amazon Marketplace. So if we
okay,
wanted to write a UK English, we could. I'm
yeah,
not sure if you can see this drop down, but all the
yeah,
European languages are there.
yeah.
Yep.
Let's go Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
So
not that I understand, but let's let's
that's
go for it.
okay. So what's important here is we still have these keywords in English. So
Yeah,
I'll hit go
yeah.
and excuse me.
Sorry.
First, he's going to write us a Spanish listing, but the
Yeah.
keywords are going to still be in English.
Okay.
So if you were really writing a Spanish listing, you would want to do your SEO research for
Spanish.
Mexico or Spain or wherever you are.
Yeah.
But this is really helpful for sellers who want to open up into a new market, or if
Exactly.
they currently maybe they spend a lot of their resources on translation tools and stuff like that. It can be really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other languages sometimes take a little bit longer than English. Here we go.
Okay.
So you can see here we've got our keywords are still in English, rose perfume, but then perfume para el dia de la madre.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to
Yeah.
read this, but it looks like it does it is doing the work, which is quite interesting because when somebody come in and use the tool, um, I'm expecting people to use for English language, but also, start selling into other countries, which people normally do in the European side. And you get one
Yeah,
solution that fits for all sort of things. So that's really cool. Okay, thank you, Britton, for displaying and demoing us the tool. So,
of
um,
course.
yeah, so let's set aside ourselves from Amazon because we got other
Hmm.
platforms to sell and people sell in other elsewhere as well. So, um, with Percy, obviously the Amazon side, it's getting sorted. So, what else or how else can we use Percy in terms of copywriting? If you could give us some additional ideas, that would be really helpful.
The thing that people most use Percy for outside of Amazon are the other platforms that they're on. So, for instance, there are some people who use Percy and they will use the bullets for Amazon.
Yeah.
They might also take those same bullets and put it onto Walmart, for instance. They'll also take the product descriptions below that, so the ones that are usually in the bottom Amazon description, they'll take those and put those onto their retail site. So I have
Mhm.
people who take those and copy and paste them onto their own
Mhm.
existing direct page.
Mhm.
It can be
Mhm.
helpful for that. People
Mhm.
use it for Shopify a lot as well.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. No, it's all right. Okay. So all these copies, then, I know I've not prompted you these questions before, but so excuse me if I'm asking a lot of questions like this. So,
That's okay.
so the copy from Amazon, if I wanted a different copy for my website, for the same product, can Percy help me with that as well for the
At
same
this
product?
point, it only does Amazon specifically. So in that case, you'd probably want to go to like there are other AI writing tools that also do that sort of thing.
Okay.
You could try ChatGPT for something like that.
Okay, let me
Um,
ask another way. Can I
oh,
do or can I create a two different copy for the same product, which is
oh, well,
different?
yes, of
Okay,
course, yeah.
yeah. So,
Probably the easiest way to do that is every time you generate with Percy, you get a unique new listing. So if
okay,
you wanted to have different copy, you could just hit generate again and you'll get a whole new listing.
exactly. That's exactly. You've answered me. So, I know not personally myself, but there are lots of other people want to have a different copy for the same product. They want a copy for Amazon, maybe slightly differentiated copy for website, maybe some other places. So it's
Yeah.
really cool if you can do that. Okay, cool. So I think we're coming towards the end of the podcast today. Thank you very much for answering some of the questions about AI and how Percy works. And that's a great demo, by the way. So before we close today, is there anything else you want to add?
I just tell people if you want to try writing listings with AI, go to Percy.ai and register there. It's really easy to click get started, put in an email and a password, and you're off on the races. You'll be put right onto the tool when you sign up, and you automatically get a few listing generations for free. So go on there, have a play. It's totally free to try it out. And my email is britton@perci.ai. If you have any feedback or thoughts about it, just get in touch. I love to chat to people who are using the tool. That's really it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you very much, Britton, for your time today, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Bye for
All
now.
right. Thanks, Prabhat. Chat